What's up, guys? Justin here with TheSketchUpEssentials.com. All right, so in this video, we're going to check out a new extension from Curic that creates a two-dimensional map of your model that can show things like camera locations and help you with your navigation of the space. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Let's go ahead and just jump into it. All right, so I will link to Curic MiniMap in the notes down below. Currently, it does still seem to be on Black Friday promotion. I would imagine that's probably going to end pretty quick. So if you do want that, you should probably check it out in the next day or so. But basically what Curic MiniMap is it allows you to create this kind of like miniature map in your model that can sit up in the corner. You can see where your camera views are, other things like that. It's definitely a very interesting way to navigate around inside of your SketchUp models. So it's currently $15. You can get it for 50% off using this code. But again, I don't know how much longer that's going to last. So it's probably going to be $15 again pretty soon. There isn't a whole lot of documentation in here, so I'll kind of show you. I'll kind of show you how to set it up, and this should give you kind of a step-by-step of how to use it. And so first off, let's hop over into SketchUp. All right, so to demo this, I'm going to use this Northwest or NW Contemporary model from Stephen C. from the 3D Warehouse if you want to download this and follow along. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to hop into this model real quick, and I'm going to do a view section planes, and I'm going to delete out the horizontal section planes for right now, only because we're going to set up our own in order to get this extension to work properly. And so right now, if you were to click in here and you were to click on this option right here, notice what this is going to do is it's going to go through and it's going to try to take a section across your model like this. Now, notice that you can hold Control and scroll your mouse wheel in order to set the section plane height if you want to set your section planes up using this tool right here. Now, I personally prefer not to do that. I just tap the space key in order to hop back out of that. What I prefer to do instead is I like to take my own section cuts across the building. So I'm just going to add a section cut here. And you can kind of set that to whatever height that you want in here, but we'll add that section cut right here. And then I'm just going to create a copy of that section cut, or you could create your own, but I'm creating a second section cut for the level 2 right here. And so the reason that I'm doing that is because this tool actually will reference section cuts if you have them in your model. And then we'll go ahead and we'll toggle our section planes back off. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click into this mini-map tool. Okay, and so at this point, because we have those section planes in here, we can right click and pick one of them. So in this case, I'm going to pick the upper floor right here. Notice what this does is this takes the cut across the building based on that section plane height. Well, now I can single click and move my mouse in order to add a camera location in here. Now notice when I add a camera location in here, what it's going to do is it's going to place my camera in that spot. I'm going to go ahead and toggle these section planes off. But if I do a view, animation, add scene, that's going to save this camera. Well, the cool thing about that is this little mini map pops up. Well, notice how if I move around in here, it's going to show me where I'm at on the mini map. And so in this case, what I want to do is I want to add a couple more camera views. Well, I can do that by clicking in here, and we're going to add a camera view looking at the stair, for example. So we'll just single click in here, and we'll just add a new scene like this. Well, notice you can see where that camera is as well. And then we can go back and we can pick between the different camera views, right? So I can see these on the mini map and I can move back to them. So it makes this kind of like interactive map that you can use in order to move to different locations, right? So for this one, say I added a scene in the bedroom right here, and I'm going to go ahead and open up my field of view a little bit using the zoom tool. So I'll open this up to maybe like 55 or something like that. But then I can add a scene here. All those scenes show up on your mini map. You can also do multiple floors. So if I go to my lower floor and say I wanted just a view looking at this stair right here, this will create a view looking at the stair. And you can adjust the field of view on that one as well. But you can right click and you can add a scene right here. So this is interesting. You can't really you can add as many camera views as you want to, right? This is going to set this up based on the height of the section plane, but you could move this down and add a scene. And so you can go between your different floors like this in order to pick those different views. Now, one other thing about this is if you don't like the way the camera view or the mini map looks. So if you want this mini map to be more like zoomed in or to show something a little bit different, what you can do is you can go back to your mini map right here. You can right click and you can do an edit zone. And as soon as you do an edit zone, what you can do is you can draw a rectangle around whatever you want. And that's going to set the bounds of the actual mini map in the scene, right? So now notice how I'm only showing part of that right there. But say I wanted to show the whole thing, what I would do is right click and edit the zone, and I would click and drag across here like so, and then hit the enter key. Well, now that mini map is going to be adjusted to show that map view in here like this. It is cool how, by the way, if you adjust the height of your building. So let's say that you were to click down into your scene 5 right here. Notice how this is going to pick up the different maps based on the heights that are in here and your camera height. So it'll find, I think, probably the closest one to your current camera height, and that's the map it'll show. So from that standpoint, pretty cool stuff. All right, so that's where I'm going to end this video. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you have any questions about anything we talked about. I'd love to hear what you think about this extension. Is it something you could see yourself using, or is it more kind of an interesting proof of concept for you? I just love having that conversation with you guys. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.